Would you like to introduce your person over
My
here?
personal
Your
friend,
person, yeah, your people.
Miss Olivia Wolfe, quite well known at Twin Lakes Playhouse, is co-starring in Hamlet over at the Lyric Theater in Harrison. Hi, Olivia. So tell us all about what's going on.
Well, Hamlet is opening Wednesday, November 18th. I'm running through Sunday, November 22nd at the Lyric Theater. Yeah.
How did you find out about that role?
Deb Smith actually gets the newsletter from the Ozark Arts Council, and she's directed me at
So
the Twin
Deb
Lakes
Smith
Playhouse,
is-
and she told me about it. Yeah.
She's stationed here. I mean, she runs the playhouse
Yeah.
here and directs a lot of the plays here, and she let you know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what part are you playing?
I'm playing Ophelia.
Ophelia.
Yeah.
Is that a fairly big role?
It sort of is.
Yeah.
I find that I don't really say a lot until I do say something, and then it's just crazy.
It's like 3
I
pages.
mean, aside from the fact that I do actually go insane later, it's something big is always happening to her. She doesn't talk a lot until, it's a catastrophe.
What is the fascination with Hamlet or Shakespeare? What's the deal with all that?
Well, Shakespeare somehow managed to write these plays. I mean, for one thing, how many authors from the 16th century are we still into today?
Right.
That his plays have stood the test of time. He writes these characters that are so just real and multidimensional, and these plays.
Well, he mastered the tragedy.
I think he mastered everything.
Oh,
but
okay.
yes, he did. Hamlet, a lot of people say, is his best
work.
play.
Is this the first time the Lyric has put on Shakespeare? Do you know, Dan?
No, it has done it has before.
It has been.
But it's mostly from the college, and this is a joint venture, I think, from the college and the theater company over in Harrison. But there's some people there. We've got Michael Mahoney and we got Becca Wilson, who are fanatics for Shakespeare, aren't they? Yeah. Are you learning a lot from them?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Is this your first role with Shakespeare?
In a full play, I've done a lot of abridged things and bits pieced together, and this is my first full, with intermission, Shakespeare. Yeah.
Did you do a workshop summer or two ago? Was it a Shakespeare workshop?
Yeah, in 2013 I did 2 things with Shakespeare. I did something we called Shakespeare al dente, because we rehearsed 3 times. So it's like pasta al dente, where it's like barely cooked, and then we put it on for everybody.
Oh,
And we actually did a scene from Hamlet, and then afterwards we drew names from a hat, switched roles, and improv'd it. So our Hamlet ended up playing Queen Gertrude, and
oh wow, that sounds complicated.
we don't do that in Harrison.
No.
After the show, we're just gonna switch it up.
So for people that may be interested to buy a ticket, what's the appeal?
Well, people might hear Shakespeare and think, oh, that's archaic, that's hard to understand, or they may not. But I think what they'll see if they come to the show is that these people Shakespeare wrote are just like all of us. Hamlet is going to say things that are going to make you realize, I've thought that before, I've felt that before. Oh my gosh, my first experience with Shakespeare, I realized that he understands just what it's like to be human. And that comes across very well. And our production is set in contemporary times, and so it's very, it's very relevant. Sounds like such a cliche, but it is. It is. I think people are going to feel like they get it.
You said it's contemporary times. Has the text or the script changed? It's exactly the same.
Yeah, and that's the amazing thing about Shakespeare, is that it's still...
It still works.
It's like your friends and your family are just, talking a little different, but it works. It's very universal.
And what are the dates again?
The 18th through the 22nd.
That's a long run. And how do they get tickets?
Well, you can either go to ticketpeak.com/lyric theater, and that's theater with an R-E, or they can call 870-391, I got it here, 3504, or they can call 870-577-4950.
I've already got my ticket, Dan, just so you know. Yep, I do.
Okay. Or, and if that's too complicated, they can go and just Google the Lyric Theater, Harrison, Arkansas, and it'll bring up, and you can go to tickets, and,
Yeah.
and you can select your seat. And how much your ticket price is?
They're $12 for adults, $10 for students and children, and if you're a student at North Ark College, they're $5.
Okay.
So hurry and go enroll before the performance
Yeah.
starts, and you get a discount in your ticket.
It's totally worth enrolling in school, and yeah.
It's going to be a great production. I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to it. I've never seen Hamlet before,
Really?
so yes, I've seen some of the other Shakespeare works, but not Hamlet. So I'm excited about this.
Well, if you've never seen one, this might be your opportunity to buy a ticket and check it out.
Yes,
Yes.
and I
And see Olivia.
I also want to mention that Dylan Gamble, who's
Oh,
also a veteran of Twin Lakes Playhouse, is in the production as well. So we've got a couple of Mountain Home people that were cast, and so it should be a fun night for people that come to Twin Lakes Playhouse here, and people that want a wonderful theater experience at the Lyric, and woohoo! Woohoo! Go see Hamlet.
Well, we appreciate you coming by, Olivia. And if you're interested in knowing more about that, you go to the Lyric. Just Google the Lyric Theater in Harrison, Arkansas, and you'll see the website, and you can find more information about that. Hamlet, November
18th through 22nd. That's
18th through the 22nd.
1 week only.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. That's it for the show. We wanna
Already?
well, would you like to tap dance for the remaining
Oh no,
few
it's
minutes?
just the hour just flies by, Dan.
Oh.
Flies by.
I know.
Thank you for joining me today.
Okay. We talked earlier about, we don't have a stage here, and you wanted what did you say, a throne?
A throne, an elevated
Throne?
Yes,
We'll have to have one camera and I'll say,
yes.
I'm down here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say, yes, you are. But I do like this setup. I do.
Okay. All right. Well, we encourage people to drop by if they'd like to be an audience member on the show. You can do that. We do this show every other Wednesday at 4 o'clock.
At 4 o'clock.
At 1226 Commerce Drive.
See, now
Come
what
by.
you've done, you have invited people over, and that's wonderful. But now it's going to be, we already have to create a diversion because the paparazzi's out there waiting on me every every time after we do.
Is that what that is? I have no idea.
Now people are going to be lined up and come on out, we'll sign autographs.
Well, they don't recognize you when you leave. You got those big
The
glasses.
big
and-
dark glasses and the hat
Yeah, and they said, I thought she was a lot taller than that.
and a blonde wig. Yeah, just
You just heard that, didn't you?
I did.
All right. Thanks a lot for being here.
Thank you
We'll
for
see
being
you
here.
again on the next show, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching 726 Mountain Home.